God, stop making me cry, dude. That's me to God this morning. The way he shows up for me. It's unbelievable, guys. Like yesterday, I had a friend to call, a special friend he's connected me with, guys. And she just said to me that she was telling somebody that we live by faith, not by sight. So that was the theme of my whole day. I kept reminding myself, Nick, what did Adriana say? We live by faith, not by sight. Live by faith, not by sight. And so I ran to God in my meditation book in a rough moment, and her words showed up. God was confirming what she said. Living by faith. Do you hear me? In these challenging seasons. Living by faith, right? So later on that afternoon, I called her up and I said, Adriana, how is it you always have these messages from God to me? Why would God go to the trouble to confirm what you said? You know, from the verse from 2 Corinthians, you know, that we must live by faith and not by sight. Fast forward to this morning. I have this meditation book in my bathroom. Can you believe I just opened it and said, God, what do you have to say to me? And the verse showed up. Can you guys see it? We live by faith, not by sight. And that's when your girl here started crying. Why would he have me open up this thick little meditation book to that, guys? Why? No, just to confirm the message from Adriana, man. And it didn't stop there, because on the way back home from my God tree, I'm listening to this message from my God influencer that God will carry you through, right? Can you believe at the bottom of that very page from the We Live by Faith, Not by Sight, it says exactly that too. It says, faith will carry you through. Faith will carry you through. Who are we, God? That God is so mindful of us, you know, to go to this trouble. Of all my TikTok videos, you know, I'm listening to this specific one from Carrie. God will carry you through. Only for minutes later, for him to show it up. Faith will carry you through. Okay, guys, so he's asked me to come and share with you my little God wings, my glimmers of his presence with me, just to hopefully comfort you, to remind you too that you're not going through life alone. God will carry us through, okay? He will. It's just for us to just tap into him every moment, every second, living by faith, not by sight. Under the tree today, it was a message that I love so much. It said, ask God to pull you closer to him, where at every moment you have his love, power, generosity, strength, wisdom, patience, charm, personality, influence, spirit, angels, warmth, and friendship backing you up. God is intimately involved in every nanosecond of our lives, just waiting for us to remember that although invisible, he is there. Sweet. So how did Adriana call me yesterday with that message, guys, that we live by faith, not by sight? And for that to be the message that carried me through the whole day. For me to call her up and say, Adriana, how are you always giving me these messages from God, man? You know, for it to show up again this morning, along with that message from my God influencer Carrie, that God will carry us through, guys. It's just to hold on to his hand super, super, super tight. Another God wink I had this morning was when trying to decide what to entitle the message from Carrie today, because I share them on our TikTok and everywhere. And it was just God telling me we're going to just entitle it Our Help Comes from God, right? Our help comes from God. That was the message. Right? I go to YouTube and of all the messages there, guys, was a message, a new person that I like listening to, and of all the verses in the Bible, he's quoting that one, Psalm 121, that our help comes from. I was like, where do we look? To the hills or whatever? I can't remember exactly, but where does our help come? It comes from the Lord. And so that's where I want us knowing with all of our hearts that our help comes from the Lord. He didn't just send us here and say, good luck with this lifetime. No, he's there, but it's for us to develop our relationship with Him, which is the most important thing we can do, guys. Like me running to that God tree every day. That's the most important thing I could do to start my day with God. And having that mindset and that perspective that I'm not going through life alone, that God Himself is walking with me. He will carry me through anything I have to go through. Okay, so He doesn't promise us an easy life, but He does promise that He will be with us. He's faithful, guys. Just tap into Him every moment, every second, knowing that His presence is always, always, always